Welcome to the Sundancer 370 Outboard audio review. Sundancer 370 Outboard has two different audio options. The first one is the base audio system. So what you're going to get with that is you're going to get the Apollo 770 head unit here at the helm, which gives you zone control, Bluetooth, and Airplay. And then you get the SRX 400 down in the cabin. The SRX 400 can be a discrete zone, and what that does is allows the cabin to be listening to one set of music and you can be listening to another set here on the main deck. That comes with 3 sets of speakers and just a single amp. When you go to the Premier audio system, you get 7 7s in your cockpit speakers, you get 7 7s on the hardtop, you get 8 8s in the bow, you get a 12-inch sub, and you get tweeters under the windshield. The 770 stays on the dash. You get a transom remote, which is an ERX 400, and you get an ERX 400 bow remote. The SRX 400 stays the same down in the cabin, still a discrete zone, but then you also gain a Fusion panel radio that would be tied to the mid-cabin TV if you order that option as well, or you can tie that into the rest of the boat. That's called Party Bus. Tying all the different zones together is using the Party Bus system. Now, let's talk a little bit about what powers this. So right now we have an 8-channel, 2200 watt amp that controls all these speakers that are located up here. And then you have a mono block that controls the 12-inch sub that's located behind the grate here. The other thing that we're able to do by using Fusion is DSP control, digital signal processing. What that does is we come in one time, we tune this radio, and now we have a profile for the boat. So we can tune the base system and the Premier system. Once we tune those, we can always go back to those settings. So you can adjust it and do whatever you want. You go into your Fusion Link app, tell it the boat you have, and it'll put the profile from the factory back on the boat, because that is what we deem the best sounding system. The other thing that you have with this is you have zone control. So just by pressing the volume knob or turning it, I can sit there and go through the different zones of this boat. The bow's its own zone, the cockpit's its own zone, the hardtop's its own zone, and the cabin, if it's tied in, is its own zone. Now, how do you connect to it? There's a couple of different ways you can connect to this unit. You have the hard wire, which is located over there in your pocket. You have Bluetooth, which everybody's accustomed to, or you have Apple AirPlay 2. Now, setting up Apple AirPlay 2 is a little different than doing Bluetooth. The difference between Bluetooth and AirPlay is Bluetooth uses a compressed signal to get the audio over the air. Wi-Fi allows the music to open up and allows you to hear it the way the artist intended you to hear it. So with that, let's get into how to join those two networks. So the first thing we want to do is we want to click on Bluetooth, or you can use the knob and press the button to connect that way. I'm going to go down to make the device discoverable, which I've already done. Now I'm going to join that device. All right, now I'm connected. Now I'm going to go and pick my song, and we're off and playing our song. So now let's go and talk about AirPlay. I'm going to go into the head unit. I'm going to touch the Wi-Fi icon at the top, make sure that it's an access point, and you also scroll down and you'll be able to see the name of the head unit, which is MSRA770, big long name, and then you see a password. So we're going to have to enter that password into the iPad to set this up the first time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Wi-Fi. I found the unit. Now I need to enter the password. Takes just a minute here to enter the password because you got to do lowercase and capital letters. You can always change this password if you want to. It's totally up to you. On my boat, I did change it just to make it a little easier in case someone else wants to join it. All right, now we're joining. Okay, so now that we've joined, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on and pick a song. It comes up, it gives me the name of the boat. So it's saying DAO 370, which is the name of this boat. Now it's asking me for a password. So the password on this boat is set as the same, so I'm gonna go ahead and enter that. And now I'm gonna be able to play using AirPlay. Every time you come on your boat after you set that up, you're always going to be connected. If you have any other questions regarding Fusion, you can always visit our YouTube site where we have other videos that show you exactly how to do what I just walked you through, or you can always contact us at SeaRay.com.